Should Wizard Hit Mommy by John Updike. It is a lesson prescribed for CBSE Class 12 English Core Vistas. Presented by K.D. Jha, retired VP and AEO KBS. The story is about Jack and his 4-year-old daughter Jo, and Jack's conflict on every Saturday. Jack has a routine of telling stories to Jo for the last 2 years. Now, a word to the learners, students. The notes has been prepared after reading the passage and underlying the key concepts. See, the important points are written in different colors, and students are advised to concentrate upon these points, but it is advised that they should also read the lesson with a pencil in their hand from the original text and underline the key concept for themselves first, and after that they may read this. Here some related illustrations are also there, and the presentation is in colorful font. The purpose is it will enable the learner to retain for longer time. Now, on every Saturday, Jack has a routine of telling stories to Jo for the last 2 years. They share their time in which Jack creates world of creatures of wise owl, a wizard, an animal named Roger who has some problem. Each story has similar basic structure, but differ only in the type of creature that is named as Roger and in nature of its problem. Roger is directed to go to the wise owl, who directs him to go to the wizard, who solves the problem after getting the payment that he charges as fee. Everybody is happy. The purpose of storytelling becomes less rewarding because Jo does not sleep in nap anymore. Earlier after hearing some part of the story, she usually slept, but now she is argumentative. She makes questions. The present story is about Roger Skunk, who has a very bad smell. All the other creatures run away whenever he goes near them. They don't play with him, leave him alone, and he cries and cries, being friendless and unhappy. Jack recalls his childhood memories when children made fun of him, want Jo to feel his pain. Roger goes to Wise Owl and tells him about his problem. He directs him to go to the wizard, who will solve his problem by his magic wand. Now Jo gets curious and asks, are magic spells real? She is growing, so she is argumentative. Jack answers that they are real in stories. Now Roger goes to the wizard's house through dark woods, under apple tree, into the sap over a creek. He knocks at the door. The wizard, who is a tiny little old man with long beard, wears pointed blue hat, opens the door. He remarks that Roger has an awful smell because we have discussed that Roger had very bad smell. He asks the Roger what he wants from him. Roger tells him his problem. Wizard tells him to go inside. Inside he sees magic things jumbled together in big hasty heap. Joe is curious to know why Wizard's house is not clean and whether he will die. Wizard pulls out his magic band and asks Roger what he wants. Now Roger replies that he wants to smell like roses and he is friendless because of his bad smell. Wizard asks him to pay him 7 pennies, but he has only 4 pennies, so he starts crying. Wizard sends him to a magic well to get 3 pennies. He finds 3 pennies there and gives all the 7 pennies to Wizard. Now Wizard enchants magical words and Roger smells like roses. Roger Skunk feels happy, comes back. All other animals gather around him and play with him happily. Now he is very happy. But when Roger returns home, his mother gets angry. She does not like the smell of roses because every organism has their characteristic smell or their characteristic manners and characteristic features. So no mother or no parent will like to change those features. She decides to punish the wizard after hearing the story from Roger Skunk. She goes to his house and hits at his head with an umbrella. She says harsh words, quarrels. Now wizard gives back the smell back to Roger. But Joe dislikes the action of Roger's mother and she suggests that wizard should hit the mummy as she does not care for the happiness of her child. Now Joe has preference for the child's happiness. They come home in time to hear the whistle of train that brings Roger's father from Boston. All take supper together. Mother is very happy as he smells like her and the story ends in this way. Joe does not like the end of the story and she is disturbed about the loneliness of Roger. She wants to change the ending of the story. Jack wants that Joe should understand the parents' feelings and considerations. They understand better what is right according to their customs and identity for the children. Children's mere happiness is not only important, but the family background, the culture, the characteristic, all these too are very important. Now the story arises certain issues regarding parental prejudices foisted on children. The story shows conflicting views of a child and parent about child's future. An adult perspective on life is different from that of the child. Jack's attitude towards women is a reflection of biased opinion that exists in the society. Should the institute of marriage be treated as case? Issues are relevant as they are universal. These are the points that has come out of the story and it is often asked. So I have brought these points purposely and enlisted there in points. Now Jack confused about his relationship with family. Jack doesn't help his wife in household work. He is unable to accept anyone crossing him. He doesn't want that anybody should question him. Likes his woman to hang on his words. That means he wants an obedient wife, fully dedicated to him. Likes to impose his vice on others. Vice are opposite of virtue, the shortcomings. He believes that parents are right and knows what is better for kids. He feels detached from his family. He has started feeling caged in his marriage. So these are again the outcome of the story, which is reflected after you go through the story seriously. And these are the problems which we should understand after reading the story. Test your comprehension. Here certain questions are given, and answer to all these questions are contained, given in the previous pages that we have discussed, and it is given as notes. The students are advised to prepare the answer on the basis of the notes that has been provided over there. They will note down the answer in their notebook, and time and again they should go through it. Answers should be made in small points. It can be numbered in 1, 2, 3 like that. And this presentation highlights the note making. After reading the lesson, important points has been taken out. All the points are not in complete sentences because these are only points, reference points. So this ability, if the students develop, they will certainly get advantage in their stream of studies. That is, if they study science, they should practice in science subjects or in humanities or in any stream. This will help them. Like and subscribe for regular updates. It will be beneficial.